So, I think you can guess from the title of this video. We're moving! The time has come. It's our moment to leave this flat. We shall stop sharing our space with strangers. We are going for the next step of our journey. So to make sure there is some context in here, both my boyfriend, at a time friend, and I moved to Hatfield in England in 2019 for university, and we started dating in 2020. We moved together still in Hatfield in 2020, and halfway to 2020 he finished his undergraduate course and he went for his master, which was in University of London, in central London. So we decided it was time to move closer to his university because he was supposed to get classes in person, which didn't happen, by the way, but another topic. So we moved to Whitechapel in central London in the summer of 2020, and we stayed in this flat for a year and a half. We found this room in a shared house online while we were in Portugal for the summer holidays. And honestly, the room itself, it's okay. It's not bad at all. The room is big enough to have big double beds, 2 desks, 2 big office chairs and gaming chairs, a set of drawers, and 2 wardrobes, so we can both have our space for our clothes. But the house itself, it's so bad. I don't even have words to explain how filthy this place was when we arrived, and honestly still is. The hallway was full of dust and general dirtiness from the shoes. The bathroom was clogged to the top. The pipes were showing off. It was very dirty. There was mold inside the shower room. I'll just show some pictures and videos we have because it was just unbelievable. The kitchen was also dirty. We had a small fridge for five people within the house, but the room was okay. We spent most of our time inside the room. The price was okay, and besides we are 2 people live within the room, so we could split everything between the 2 of us. The bills were all included, so that was a plus. We could use how much or how little we wanted, and was everything included. We didn't have to worry about it. God bless my boyfriend that he cleaned that bathroom, because I was just ready to, give up, leave the place and go live under the bridge. So he cleaned that mess up, and it was much better when he did it. He did that. I just stayed there and disgusting. A lot happened between this a year and a half window of time. Our agency was kind of a tricky one to work with. We have a contract every 6 months, and halfway to the last 6 months of contract they wanted to increase the rents, and we're like, oh no, you can't do that. We are halfway to the contract, and they were insisting, oh yes we can, the house market is increasing, so we have to increase our prices. And I mean, honestly, I said, okay, give me a second. I went through the full contract again. I read every line slowly and paced to make sure I was aware of what they could and could not do it. And I stuck to my gut and said, no, I'm sorry, you cannot do it. We are halfway to the contract and you have to go until the end with what it says in the contract. And the idea of him was to increase 5% halfway to the contract. I said no, as my boyfriend did as well. And the guy got so pissed. He was like, oh yeah, well, if you want to continue to stay with us after this 6 month ends, we are not going to increase the rent for 5%, which was more or less £30. We're going to increase at £100. And I'm like, okay. we are going to move out, so that's not a problem anymore. Yeah, so we decided, yes, it was time to go find a new place just for us. So that's what we did. We started our research on the internet. It didn't go so well because every agency we contacted kind of wanted a UK guarantor, which we don't have. Both our parents are Portuguese, living in Portugal, working in Portugal, so they couldn't help much on that matter. But we found this agency which we are going to work with now, and we were able to negotiate a thing, so we could go to their houses, to their flats, if we'd pay 6 months in advance, which thankfully we had it, and we asked our parents like some financial support. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. So we applied for this apartment with this agency that agreed to go with us if we paid the 6 months in advance, and we actually went to the apartment, to the building, to see the flat.
Platform 1 for the 12:36 Thameslink service to Luton. Sorted.
Hi, my baby. I just like to correct me. Isto devia ser filmado.
The clouds are only in London. By London.
Amor, isto devia ser filmado, não estou na calma. Isto parece um sítio.
You see?
Já não vem.
London is over there. In
What?
here,
Incrível.
it's the north.
Mano, todo o tamanho, olha para ali, é tudo cinzento. E depois, não cinzento.
You see the edge? London, all grey. North, I don't know how, but it's not grey.
Se calhar,
I can see the sky.
Tá,
This is very dirty now that I see.
The first flat the girl showed us was in the first floor, and the windows were facing north, so we weren't supposed to get a lot of natural sunlight throughout the day, which made me very sad, because like I'm a plant and I need my sun daily, or what I can, because we are in the UK, so there's not a lot of it anyway. But we asked if there was any other options with the windows facing south, or at least not north, and she showed us another flat on the second floor. So that one was already facing south, which was good, but the problem was that there was a building in front of it which blocked all the sunlight, so it didn't make much. Anyway, the other problem with that one is that you kind of could see the neighbor on this L kind of thing shaped, so you could see the neighbor on the side and the other way around. And I want to be comfortable on my own place, wearing my pajamas or whatever I want to wear, without having to worry that people are looking at me, or the other way around. I don't have to watch other people doing their stuff.
Tens tudo, vende tudo. Tem pet. Tem a cirurgia para os nossos futuros animais.
You groom.
É? Vais começar o cafezinho. I'm a potato.
We eventually got a hold on another person working as well in that building, and he was able to get us a viewing on the 7th floor, which was also south facing. This was still with the building in front, but because we were at the edge of the building in front was not blocking every part of the window, so we had actually sunlight coming through the window. That was very nice, and we didn't have that neighbor on the side like directly looking at us, so that was nice. We started a long process and confusing thing for some days, like, are they really gonna accept us? Do we have the green light? It was not 100%, yada yada yada.
When I get into Luton and I settle down, I'm going to ring you. I'm going to reserve the apartment. Okay? I'm going to start running the references, so we get a reference conclusion as soon as possible. And I'm hoping to sort of have things concluded Monday-ish, Tuesday, and then we just go from there.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're waiting on at this moment in time. But everything for you and Vito is good to go. I'm just waiting on something, and hopefully I'll get that before 2 o'clock.
We applied for that one, and after a few days they accepted us. So yeah, they agreed to set us up for 6 months in advance so we could have that flat. That's what we did, and now the moving process started. And it's a mess. Everything it's so on top of the day. Like, I'm filming this and I'm going to move everything with me tomorrow. Send help, please. I'm really nervous mode. Anyway, this is a new, modern, empty space for the two of us to share and continue our journey as a couple. With no strangers to share with. I'm gonna pack all this stuff, and yeah, we'll see you next house, I guess. Bye.